Good day everyone. Welcome class of 2020-2021. Before we go to our agendas for today's meeting, I just want to say that we are so blessed that we are still healthy and able to go back in our education despite of experiencing a world health crisis right now. Although we have a new normal mode of learnings for this academic year, rest assured that you are going to gain knowledge in my subject. And of course, to help you also to be prepared on your dreaming profession and to grow as human being. Our agendas for today are: first is to introduce myself. Second is to discuss the grading system and the subject description. And lastly is to give you the requirements, rules and regulations, and other concerns in my class. Hi, I'm Mr. Aldrin Jan M. Bernales, but you can call me Sir AJ or in my surname Sir Bernales. I took secondary education, major in social studies, and this is my 6th year of teaching, and 4th year here in Pateros Catholic School, senior high school. I must say that I'm really devoted when it comes to my major and my profession because it really affects my ideologies, values, and behavior as well. That's why I believe it's very important to have an advocacy in life. Speaking of advocacy, my advocacy in life is to defend humanity. I don't have any position in our society, but by the use of education and charities, I must say that we can educate people that we need to see each other's worth and treat everyone equally regardless of our imperfections and differences. Let us go now to our second and third agenda for today. Let me discuss to you the subject description, grading system, rules and regulations, and different requirements in my class.
Subject description. This course deals with the basic principles of applied economics and its application to contemporary economic issues facing the Filipino entrepreneur, such as prices of commodities, minimum wage, rent, and taxes. It covers an analysis of industries for identification of potential business opportunities. The main output of the course is the preparation of a socio-economic impact study of a business venture. The essence of studying economics is knowing how to deal on our unlimited needs and wants. However, we have a limited resources. So, for this subject, we will know the different basic principles and different strategies, and we will apply to contemporary economic issues facing the Filipino entrepreneur today, this 21st century. Especially today, we experience a world health crisis. And this is not only a health crisis to us, because in reality, we experience also an economic crisis. To know the effect of different impact of that phenomenon to our economy. This subject is an applied subject, and because this is a academic track, which is ABM and UMS, we will use the grading system for business enterprise. Our grading system is divided into three: written works 35%, performance tasks 40%, and quarterly assessment 25%. For your written works, it includes the following: daily news, quizzes, and your prelims. While performance tasks compose of the following: participation or mini task 5%, your activity sheets, and of course, performance tasks or your major tasks. And lastly, for your quarterly assessment, you have your periodical exam, a total of 100%. And because I am your teacher for this subject, news is required to this class. Tool and format when you were in grade 11. But the difference today is you are only required to submit a news once a week. Only one news per week. So every end of the week, you must submit your news, and that is every Friday. Just follow the format given by this presentation, and of course, the different parts of the news. To maximize our communication and transactions of your requirements, I encourage you to have the following account. First is Genio account. All your learning packages will be sent here on your Genio account. Another is Gmail and Google account. For the submission of your requirements such as your daily news, activity sheets, and other paperworks. Another is Facebook and Messenger account for our communications, announcement, and reminders. And lastly, Zoom account for our conference or meetings. Although we are not in a classroom setting, we still have a class rules. But the following class rules are just a basic. But sometimes, those basic rules are hard to follow. So always be mindful and be guided of the following rules. First is focus on your studies and works. Or in other words, know your priorities. Always engage to your priorities. A good example is your studies. Another rule is discipline is a must. We believe that discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Always remember, in life, character over excellence. Third rule is always find a way and do your best, especially on your requirements, not only to my subject, but also from the other subjects. For example is submission of your PETAs or activity sheets. It must be on time. And this is also related to our rule number 2, discipline. Another rule is always eat your breakfast before the learning session. Breakfast is the most important meal. And I believe that eating before the class or the session will help you to boost your energy to do the different activities and participate in class. And lastly is always enjoy and gain learning. Always open your mind to a new learnings and opportunities in life.
And there you have it. So next meeting, we will start to discuss the different topics about applied economics. Always remember that in education, we must enjoy learning while gaining knowledge. Shall we call it a day?